Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. As you can see here, I have my Coinbase application open as today I'd like to talk about cryptocurrencies and the profitability of mining cryptocurrency. As you can see here, BTC, ETH, LTC are displayed. These are the three major cryptocurrencies and these are all tradable on Coinbase. And what really jumps out here is the tremendous price growth over the last year in all three of these cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin here currently displayed September, October last year in the $600 range before spiking up to almost $3,000 just in the past month or so here. Did trend back a bit, but it's currently trading at $2,765. Ethereum, ETH, likewise. A year ago, September, October, $12, $13 range before a tremendous spike up. This is probably one of the more impressive spikes of all three of these cryptocurrencies, up to $380, almost $400 before trending back here. Currently trading a little bit less here, $228.87, but coming from $12 to $13 all the way up to $228.87 is quite remarkable. And Litecoin as well, fairly stable price here for quite some time. September, October last year, $3, $4 range, and really that was stable until about April or so here before spiking up tremendously here at one point almost $52 or so before trending back, but currently it's still trading at $45.35. So all three of these cryptocurrencies, Litecoin, LTC, Ethereum, ETH, and Bitcoin, BTC, have had tremendous price increases. And now the question is, are these now profitable to mine again? Just a little bit of a history here. So Bitcoin here, unfortunately, this doesn't go back all the way, but literally Bitcoin was worth pennies at one point before this big spike up here. And this was quite dramatic at the time. This recent spike here now puts that spike it pales in comparison, to be quite honest. But went from about literally cents to dollars to over $1,000 before having some controversy. One of the large exchanges, I think a couple of the large exchanges, Mt. Gox being the largest, had some difficulties with folks stealing the Bitcoins. The manager, the person who owned that particular exchange, was basically stealing coins. And because of that scandal, the price of the stock dropped tremendously here. At one point, down to the $200 range. Again, it spiked up to the $1,000 range before coming back in a very, very strong way over the last few months, to be quite honest here, all the way up to $28.40, almost $3,000, and it's currently trading $27.59.69. And the big thing I wanted to take away from the historic price graph here is that there was a lot of people at this point here jumping in, doing mining. And not to get too technical, but the more people who mine, the harder it is to mine and the more power you need to mine. So not only do you need more power with regards to the machinery you're using, the hardware you're using, but also more electricity, cooling costs, so on and so forth. So the more people who mine, the more expensive it is. And really from this big price jump up here, a lot of folks were essentially priced out of mining. So because of the energy it takes to run the computers, the energy it takes to cool the hardware, just didn't make any sense. It got to a point where the mining costs were more valuable than the coins themselves, especially throughout this whole period here. Mining just wasn't really an option for most folks. Even the large miners were starting to shut down their machines because the electricity costs, the cooling costs of operating the machinery just didn't make it profitable. But with this big spike here, it is now profitable. Now the value of the coins greatly outweighs any of the costs with regards to the front-end costs, buying the hardware, renting the space, electricity costs, cooling, so on and so forth. Litecoin as well. There's a lot of different types of coins. Bitcoin is kind of on its own. Ethereum, I'm not quite sure exactly the type of code behind Ethereum. And again, just a brief reminder here, these cryptocurrencies are all very complex cryptography, very, very complex computer code. That's really all they are. They're able to be traded in discrete packets. It's kind of cool how this operates. Everybody essentially has the same ledger. Everybody can check everybody else's coins, but the owner has a unique code that unlocks the coins to be tradable. So everybody knows about every other person's coins. And really, if you go back to the first Bitcoin, every single transaction is in the ledger. And a lot of these crypto currencies essentially can be traced. You can trace every single transaction in the entire history of the cryptocurrency, which I think is pretty cool. And a lot of folks are now thinking about using this technology for example, accounting purposes, taking a look at government records, because all of this data is essentially saved. And not only is it saved, but every individual user has an exact copy of it. And that's really what is the power behind the cryptocurrencies. Everybody can check their ledger against everybody else's ledger, but only the person who owns the coins has the unique codes to unlock the coins to be traded. That's a very, very simplistic way of describing that. I know a lot of viewers who know a little bit more about this than I do are probably cringing at that explanation, but essentially that's what it is in a very, very simplistic sense. But getting back to the main topic here, is it now profitable to start mining these again? At one point, I was doing some script coin mining, Litecoin in particular. So the other key point behind this is Litecoins, Dogecoins, Redcoin. There's a lot of different coins, or script coins. You can all be mined by the same machinery. Bitcoin is a little bit different. There's specialized hardware for Bitcoin, so you can't really buy the same machine to mine Bitcoin and Litecoin. Again, Ethereum, not too sure about exactly what the underlying code is. I'm thinking it's probably a script coin, but either way, you can buy machinery for Bitcoin mining, or you can buy machinery for Ethereum and Litecoin mining. And with this big price increase initially, there was a lot of companies coming on board and making computer hardware specifically for mining these script coins as well as Bitcoins. Before that, people were using essentially their CPUs and GPUs. But because of the way the mining works, the more people who mine, the more machines that are mining, the harder it is to mine a coin. You really need to buy your own particular dedicated hardware for this. You can still mine coins on a CPU, you can still mine coins on a GPU, but the amount of power and cooling that you need to use simply doesn't make that efficient or possible anymore. You really have to buy one of the machines that are simply dedicated to mining these particular coins. So is it now profitable? So that's where I want to solicit your guys' opinions, especially you guys who are doing some mining. I used to do some Litecoin mining. I mined about 160 coins or so overall. I still have 68 of those coins, not currently on this exchange. They are in cold storage on a hard drive, computer that is not connected to the internet. You can see here I have a few Bitcoins as well that I transferred over to Litecoins in another exchange and then sent those Bitcoins here, because I do think Coinbase is probably the safest exchange that you can use. There are a few exchanges that have a good reputation, but a lot of these are overseas. I think a few are in Ukraine, Eastern Bloc countries. Don't really trust that. I do trust Coinbase. They have some very high fees, but I do trust the Coinbase folks and their security. That's been a big problem with a lot of these exchanges. And going back to this, it's a little bit uncertain whether the managers were stealing or not, but Mt. Gox essentially made it so that if an exchange is holding your coins, you got to be very, very certain that they're not going to be stealing your coins. So I don't really keep any coins on the exchanges. Bitcoin here, I'm simply keeping here because I only have $6 or so. And before this big price increase here, this was essentially like less than $1. So not too worried about that. But let me know what you guys think about mining cryptocurrencies. Is it now profitable? I definitely want to get back into maybe mining some script coins. First and foremost, it was kind of fun to do, to be quite honest. Setting up your machine, going through all of the code, setting them up, optimizing them. Kind of a hobby, kind of a pastime. Had some fun, and you make money doing it. Bitcoin, I have not mined Bitcoin. I was thinking about picking up a used Bitcoin, some Bitcoin hardware. But the problem with a lot of the hardware for Bitcoin and Litecoin, script coins in general, again, Ethereum, I think this is a script coin. Please correct me if I'm wrong about that, is that there is, like any technology, improvement curve that is quite exponential. So even if you bought a Bitcoin machine a couple years ago, it's now obsolete. Same with the Litecoin, script coin hardware, Ethereum as well. If you buy a machine today, next month, it's probably worth about half. In a year, it's probably worth nothing, just because the amount of power, the amount of computer computations that are needed to mine some of these coins, the hardware is essentially needing to be updated every few months. And the more they update, the less the cooling costs as well. They make the dies smaller, more efficient. Electricity as well. On the front end are the two big costs of electricity and cooling. And I think now with the big increase in the price of these particular coins, it's now profitable to mine these. So let me know if you guys are mining. Let me know if you guys are making a profit or not. Is it even worthwhile considering this? Bitcoin, probably won't get into Bitcoin, but script coins, I definitely want to get into script coins, because not only can you mine Litecoin, you can mine Dogecoin, Redcoin. There's literally hundreds of different types of coins out there. Other exchanges, you can exchange these. Coinbase, you can only do Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. But is this even something I should be considering? Are you guys making any money mining your coins? And the other thing would be simply is to do some day and swing trading on the exchanges with these particular coins. Again, these exchanges have very high fees. Coinbase here has very, very high fees. But the nice part about these particular cryptocurrencies is that they are very, very volatile. And that's what you need. That's one of the key components of doing day and swing trading. You need a stock that's going up and down, up and down, up and down. If the stock is simply, for example, Litecoin here, in this range here, you can't make any money because the stock isn't moving enough. So maybe that's a better option, is simply day and swing trading cryptocurrencies on the exchanges. So let me know either way. If you guys mine, is it profitable? Is it something I should be considering doing? Is it worthwhile going about researching the hardware, buying the hardware, hooking it up, optimizing the code and mining? Or should I simply try to buy and sell some of the cryptocurrencies on the exchanges as an alternative, not having to worry about getting the most up-to-date hardware, selling off that hardware, electricity costs, cooling costs, so on and so forth. So either way, let me know. Really interested into getting into cryptocurrencies again. I might even fire up my old GPUs and see if I can't do some script coin mining. Again, probably think it's not going to be profitable just because the GPUs use quite a bit of electricity for operation as well as cooling. But it was fun, and I would like to get back into it. So let me know. Is it first profitable for you guys who are doing Bitcoin and Litecoin mining? Is it profitable right now? If it is, awesome. Let me know what you guys are kind of making per hour or per day mining Litecoins and Bitcoins or other coins that you may be using on your machines. Or is it better to simply do some buying and selling on the exchanges? Has anybody been doing any day and swing trading? Let me know either way. Really, really interested in this type of investing. It's probably a little bit more risky, to be quite honest, but that's what this whole portfolio, the Robinhood portfolio, is about. This Bitcoin, Litecoin discussion I'm having right now. It's about learning about doing different investment techniques and seeing if they're worthwhile. So let me know either way. Not to make the video too long, I'll kind of end it there. As always, if you guys enjoy my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. We are now over 10,000 subscribers. Awesome. So this week I'll be doing a 10,000 subscriber giveaway video. Hopefully I can do that live. Not too optimistic about that. If I can't do it live, I'll still do the actual recording of the random YouTube comment picker, picking the winner. So that's full transparency there. I'll be giving out smaller dollar, smaller dollar gift cards to more folks. There's two different videos that's going to be happening. The main gift card giveaway that has a link in the description below, as well as another one asking about whether I should do lots of gift cards, smaller amount, or just a few gift cards with very large amounts. And by an overwhelming margin, everybody wanted more gift cards, smaller dollar amount. So that's what I'll be doing. And I might do a couple different videos giving away gift cards. I think that might be fun. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe if you're so inclined. I want to thank you guys again for all the support. Over 10,000 subscribers. Next target will be 20,000. Let's see if we can't do that by the end of the year. That would be absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, we'll continue working on that. Again, if you guys have any good commentary for this video, anything I said wrong, let me know. I always want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the most accurate information. And again, let me know if you guys are doing some mining. Is it profitable? If not, let me know why. And if you guys are doing any day and swing trading, is that profitable? If not, tell me why as well. Always interested in learning about different investment strategies. And this is definitely one that I think is very, very unique and kind of exciting. So either way, let me know. And until next video, we'll see you then.